This t-shirt, I'm just wearing it to remind you that even our all-time faves have helped sports wash some really shady characters. Before and after Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier fought in the Thriller in Manila, they hung out with Ferdinand Marcos, the infamous former president of the Philippines. That fight happened a year after the Rumble in the Jungle, where Ali knocked out George Foreman to regain the heavyweight title. And how did a fight between two American Olympic gold medalists land in the capital of the country then known as Zaire? Because its president, Mobutu Sese Seko, put up a $10 million purse. And Ali and Foreman both signed, eagerly. Ali even trained at Mobutu's house. Both those legendary fights bear the hallmarks of a sports washing campaign. Two heads of state that we otherwise would remember as brutal dictators basked in free publicity that comes with major sporting events, playing the part of gracious host to some of the sports world's biggest names. Those events were both promoted by Don King. Before sports, he was a policy racket kingpin who went to prison for homicide. But now we know him as the promoter who changed boxing's pay scale and who swindled fighters out of millions. Point is, sports washing is not a new trend, and it's not reserved for people we already look at skeptically. It's been around for decades, and even if indirectly, involves athletes we love. But what we're seeing now is more widespread and sustained. After the Thriller in Manila, Marcos didn't start a tennis tour or buy an MLB team, and the Rumble in the Jungle didn't make Mobutu Zaire a regular title fight destination. The current campaigns are ongoing, and they are everywhere. Golf, auto racing, boxing, of course, the Olympics, and now the World Cup. I'll be straight with you. The outlook for sports fans who just want to enjoy a competition without worrying that the event is propping up some dodgy characters is getting bleak. Now we have options. Attention is a type of currency, so we can always tune out. It's easy when it comes to, say, the LIV Golf Tour. Viewership numbers indicate that we weren't tuning in the first place, but when it comes to the World Cup, or a Formula One race, or the Olympics, are we really ready to boycott? That's a much tougher call. Here's my honest, non-fear-mongering concern. So we can't stop it. Prices are rising everywhere, and leagues like the NFL and NBA are willing to seek revenue almost anywhere to hit aggressive growth targets. You can't make that kind of money courting us regular folks who buy tickets and merchandise and pay-per-view broadcasts or maybe some league pass packages. The new big money in pro sports is coming from the Saudi Sovereign Wealth Fund, which helped bankroll the $150 million purse that promoters offered to Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua last year, or the Chinese government, which poured millions of dollars and nearly 200 million liters of precious water into making fake snow for the Winter Olympics. Or from Russian oligarchs, the only people on the planet paying seven-figure salaries to women's basketball players. If you're good enough at compartmentalizing to appreciate these competitions without giving at least the side eye to how they get paid for, congratulations. It's a useful skill to have and one we all might need. For anyone else who finds it all a little off-putting, that feeling is normal and it's natural. I can't blame you for tuning out entirely, or at least watching a lot less, or consuming even more, hoping that the sports can wash the hard feelings away. For Bring It In, I'm Morgan Campbell. We'll see you next time.